Hey everybody, it's Pete. Good morning. How's everybody doing today? Amazing day to be talking about trading today. Welcome to Stock Trading Pro. Welcome to today's Stock Market Live. We have a ton of stuff we're going to talk about today. I actually have an old book. People are always asking me about books on the bookshelf and is there any trading books that I would recommend? We're going to get into that. We planned on talking about the earnings that came out, Apple earnings, Amazon earnings, Facebook earnings, PayPal earnings, and we will. But there's something big that just came out that we're going to talk about in just 1 minute. And it was from the Chinese government making an announcement. It's interesting when you do your game planning, you take a look at everything early in the morning and you're like, oh, that's interesting. And I was planning this big thing around all of the earnings and how the market traded yesterday. Amazing, amazing bullish price action yesterday. We're also going to talk about day trading versus swing trading right now. We're going to jump into our coaching call last night, which was about an hour and 40 minutes, an hour and 30 minutes, something like that. And I'm going to, again, every Friday I try and do this where I give you the ability to screenshot the questions that we had last night, give yourself a little bit of a chance to improve your trading over the weekend, dive a little bit deeper into those questions. But I think the thing with the Chinese government has actually got me perked up the most here because some of these stocks are ones that we really like to trade, kind of stayed away from them for a while other than day trades because of the government rules, I guess, so to speak. So we're actually going to jump right into that first. It's actually a pretty big story, and it's actually kind of shifting my game plan from last night to this morning. We spend a lot of time talking about game planning on the sevens, where I do the game planning no later than 7 o'clock at night, come back 7 o'clock in the morning, well, really 5 o'clock in the morning, and review from last night. And I was like, whoa, what just happened there? This is interesting, and I can't wait to talk about that on today's Stock Market Live. So stick around. We got a lot to talk about and a great way to finish the week. This has been an amazing, amazing week, especially on the day trading side of things. I'll be back in just 1 second. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me here today, everybody. I really appreciate it. So I want to jump right over into the news. We're obviously going to talk about that, but this is the story that I'm talking about right here. China plans a reprieve for tech giants, including delaying new rules as the economy slows down. Pretty darn interesting. I woke up this morning and I was looking at my Benzinga news, and I'm looking at all these stocks that were up pre-market, and these are all Chinese stocks. Baba, Neo, Billy, PDD. I mean, I was JD, BEKE, XPEV. All of a sudden, I was like, whoa, these stocks that we haven't traded in a while are going to be in my watch list. Look, this is big news. I mean, you could make your entire week this week if we get follow through, which is actually something I want to talk about from what we discussed yesterday about Facebook. I was very clear yesterday. I was expecting Facebook not to have good earnings. I said I was not investing in it, but I said I was trading it, but not investing in it. So again, very similar to Boeing the day before. Facebook actually reported big gap up, big move down, slowly ground higher than the rest of the day with the market, which kind of brings me into the day trading versus swing trading kind of thing. So I want to break down, I want to go right over into our coaching call from last night, because I want to drop in and give you now again, this is what I want you to take a snapshot of this so you have this for your own records. So here, and I want to break this down, but the biggest thing I want to talk about is opportunity. Okay. I want to talk about opportunity. And last night we had a bunch of conversations around, I'll pull that back up, I promise. We had a bunch of questions around day trading versus swing trading, but then we got into the nitty gritty. And I want to help you visualize this, whether you're day trading stocks or swing trading stocks. If the market, especially the day trading side of the market, seems fast to you, and this is a really good question. I believe it was Brad who brought it up last night. Hey, Min, good morning. How's it going? Let me see. Hey, Steve, good morning. First time I think I'm seeing you. Thanks so much for joining us. I really appreciate it. So the point that I want to make is, and I'm going to bring this up again. It's that important. I want you to take a look at this. Okay. So we have a bunch of questions, right? Obviously, we talked about paper trading. One of our proprietary setups is the Snapback Trade. We talked about reversal patterns. Like, all these questions are awesome, right? But then we got into this here, and this is the part of the stuff that if you're day trading, I want you to take a snapshot of that. Why day trading seems fast to you and how to fix it. So again, the question came in last night. It was basically like, I feel like I'm always reacting. I always feel like I'm chasing price, and how do I get around that? And it really comes down to, you need to start to think like a professional trader. And I gave this trader an answer that I'm not sure that they actually expected, but I started getting loud. I started getting passionate. And it came down to the fact that you're not working hard enough. And look, I'm not saying working hard enough working 18 hours a day. What I am talking about, and again, this is tying into a bunch of stuff that's going on right now, which I want to bring you down to a little bit of a different part of the question yesterday, which is here. And I want to focus this right now. You were a genius in 2021. Now you're confused in 2022. Type yes, type me, type yep, whatever you want to type in, type that into the chat. If you feel like it was super easy to make money in the stock market, 2020, 2021, right up into December of 2021. And then all of a sudden, bam, stock started to hit the skids and you just have absolutely no idea what's going on. You're averaging into positions, which is a bad idea. You only want to average into profitable trades and you have no idea what's going on right now. And you are just confused as anything. I don't want to curse. You're confused as anything. So I'm going to go back to the day trading side of things because this actually matters. And again, it doesn't matter if you're day trading or swing trading. Okay. We're going to get into the earnings in a minute, but I want to start out with this while I have everybody's attention because it's that important. Okay. So I'm going to go back to the screen and I'm going to go over here and we're going to take a look at this. Okay. Why day trading seems fast to you and how to fix it. So the bottom line with day trading, the first thing is you need to understand the difference between day trading and swing trading because a lot of people are pretty good at swing trading. You know, you have your full-time job. That's perfect. That's probably about 80% of the people that are in our community. Oh, by the way, I'm going to say this now again. We'll have everybody's attention. Our next boot camp, our next 14-day boot camp starts next Monday. In the description, there's a link for you to learn about what it is. I hope that you get in there. It's just, we have the most amazing people. But here's the thing I want to talk about. Day trading versus swing trading is like baseball versus softball. If you played baseball, hardball, actually fastball, and then you've also played softball, you can hang out, have a beer. You don't have to think about anything. You talk to the other people while you're playing. Baseball, you need to be focused every single moment that you were on the field. And I was a catcher, so obviously I was even more focused than everybody else because I was involved in every pitch. I used to love calling the game. Day trading is the same thing. If you are reacting, if you're getting bad entries, if you're getting bad exits, I'm going to fix that for you right now. It means that you are not thinking about what you need to do before you need to do it. And we had an amazing example yesterday when we were talking about in the market. And I'll bring this chart back in here. Let me get this off of here. Let me go here. And I'm going to run. This is going to happen quick, but I'm going to run you through it. You might have to watch this one more time. And this is really bringing it home. If you're day trading, and I can't say this strongly enough. Now, again, everything we talk about here is for educational purposes. I'm helping you make better decisions, right? Which, by the way, if we are helping you make better decisions, if you're finding value, please do me a favor, click down and subscribe and hit that like button. But here's the thing I want to get across. And I don't say this lightly because I'm on video. It's being recorded. So I know what I'm saying, right? This has been the last 3 weeks, okay? And let's say everything included. The day trading side of things has been amazing. There's been volatility. There's been two-way trading. There's been so much opportunity on the day trading side of things if you are prepared and if you know what you're looking for. The reason some traders on the day trading side of things right now are being beat up, you know, bam, bam, you're buying the high, you're selling the low, you're trading in the middle of nowhere. You end of day, you're like, what happened? I just lost $1,000. It's because you don't know what you're looking for. And to take that a step further, I'm going to run you through really quickly just something that happened yesterday on the day trading side of things, that when you have the structure, when you have a plan, when you have a process, when you know what you're looking for, and again, it doesn't matter if it's day trading or swing trading, but I'm going to talk about the day trading side of things right now. When you have a process, and more importantly, I think structure is probably a better way to word it. When you have a structure for what it needs to look like, you're never lost again because you should only trade when it's there. The problem you have is two. Number one, you know what you're looking for. It's not there and you trade anyway. That's on you. Okay. That means you need to stop trading when it doesn't work, when it's not looking the way you need it to look, and only trade when your edge is there. The second part of this is you are sitting at your seat and the market's doing whatever it's doing. You are not anticipating what you plan to do next. You're not thinking about your entries. You're not thinking about your exits. You're just sitting in the trade, watching price action without any structure, without any anticipation of the next action you need to take. If you are chasing price, if you're getting bad entries, bad exits, you're buying too late, you're selling too late, you don't anticipate what you need to do before you need to do it. And I'll just give you an example. I'm going to run through this because this is what happens all day, every day. This is literally what we do on audio when the market's open during the day, okay? So first we start out, we obviously have the market. We have the SPY, and I'm going to bring this down to 5-minute charts. So we have the SPY and the price action in the SPY. We have the Qs, and then we have the diamonds, right? That's a big part of it. You have to be watching what's going on and be saying what's going on right now. Where are we in today's price action? Where are we compared to yesterday's price action? Next, we have the market internals. We're looking at the tick readings, and we have certain readings that you can see we have mapped out here. What does this mean that we're not punching up to plus 500? What does this mean that we're staying above zero? All of that matters. Then we go over to the VIX readings, and we break that down. What does it mean that the VIX is now trending up, and how do I do that? If the VIX is trending down and then reverses, what does that mean for price action? You can see here all yesterday. This is actually this morning. This is yesterday. What does it mean, and what do I plan to do? Then you take it a step further and you start working your way into sector rotation. If the market is rallying, if the VIX is going down, and while it's going down, and I'm actually, you know what? I'm actually going to take this specific spot right here, because this specific spot right here in the morning, this is right around 11 o'clock. While this is happening and the VIX is going up and we start to see this pattern right here where we make a lower high, you instantly need to be saying to yourself, something changed. The tick readings are making high or low. The VIX is pulling back. The VIX did not make a new high. First hour of the day, and let's break that down, the first hour of the day. Let's go over to the SPY and pull that up. And I want to get here. So we're looking at here, and we're looking for the first hour of the day. Now, you have bearish market internals, bearish market. You're short selling as an active day trader. You're looking at the stocks that you plan to go down, the game plan that you created, whether it was earnings, whether it was something else, whether it was sector rotation, whether it was just running scans. But while that's happening, you need to be saying to yourself and noticing which stocks are holding a bid while the market's weak this first hour. So as we're going day to day, week to week, hour to hour, again, this all applies. It doesn't matter if it's day trading or swing trading, but these questions are born from yesterday's coaching call, our bootcamp coaching call yesterday, and born out of yesterday's trading. While the market is weak, you need to be noticing which stocks were strong. Because if the market turns and you are ready with that list of stocks, with a separate watch list, making notes, whatever it happens to be, you are going to be prepared before it turns around and have that list and get the best entries. You're going to start working orders as the market turns around. The VIX starts to break down. The ticks start to go up. The SPY starts to hold a bid. The new hour is green. The next hour is green. I'm going to show you what that looks like here. Selling. All of a sudden, we have a bullish U-turn. Well bid, well bid, well bid, well bid. 4 hours of the market rallying. And we go over to the VIX. That same time that we just pointed out yesterday. Once it bottomed out, once it topped out and broke, then we had 4 hours of buying. The VIX going down is bullish for the market, which is why it's so critical to be on top of your sector rotation and have a list of stocks that as the rotation happens, you have it already. So if we go back to those questions and we bring you into yesterday's coaching call, why day trading seems fast and how to fix it, it's because you're not ready to make a decision. That's what it comes down to. You're just sitting there watching the market and saying, instead of saying, if this happens, I plan to do this. If this happens, I plan to do this. If it goes up and the VIX goes down and the ticks punch higher and the hourly chart of the SPY is green, I'm hanging on to this baby because I'm going to make 1,000 instead of making 500 because those conditions are here right now. Now we're going to go further into other stuff. All right. Why professional traders are exhausted at the end of the day? That's clear. I just gave you the example. You need to be working your brain harder during that moment that you are engaged in the market and running all these scenarios through your head. Now, oh my gosh, Pete, that sounds like a lot. I just want to trade stocks. I want stock trading to be fun. You know what's fun? Going to the bank because you worked hard when the market was open. If the market goes up, what do I plan to do? If the market goes up and reverses, what do I plan to do? What do I plan to do with my winning trades? What other stocks do I plan to trade if the market reverses? All of this is going on during the day in your head. What do I plan to do before I need to do it? If you're not asking yourself that question, you are probably getting bad entries, bad exits, and you're probably frustrated out of your mind right now because I am telling you, and again, we're on video, so I'm not going to say anything on video that I shouldn't say. This is an amazing market for day trading right now. And if you are not on top of your game, you're probably frustrated. But if you are, again, we talk about this, these little nuances, right? First half hour of the market's been a little bit choppy. There's a lot of stuff that the market's going on. So we've reduced position size. Better opportunities have actually been unfolding between 10:30 and 3:30. That middle part of the day where everybody says, go to lunch, there's nothing going on in the middle of the day. I got news for you. It's not 1999 anymore. It's not 2005 anymore. There isn't that clock where everything starts here and ends there and go to lunch in the middle 2 hours. There is so much activity right now, but you need to be recognizing the patterns as a day trader right now, how to take advantage of this. Again, we're on video. This is for education. I am not going to say anything I'm not supposed to. This is an amazing day trading environment right now. If you have a plan, if you have structure, and if you have discipline, you have to have those three things. So I'm going to continue. This is all just a couple of questions from our coaching call last night. I started to get really fired up. All right. Why you're chasing price instead of getting the best entries? It's because you're not thinking about what you need to do before it happens. Why do you hesitate? How to see the next move before it happens. You're hesitating because you don't know what you plan to do before you need to do it. Which brings me to another thing. I believe it was John. I don't know if John's on the call with us right now. He asked a question last night about if I game plan 5 stocks and then the market doesn't do, or those stocks don't do what I expected them to do when I'm day trading, I'm stuck. My game plan is done for the day. I'm angry. I'm not making any money. Well, John, you got to level up. You got to level up and have a list of stocks that your software spits out. And it's Friday. I'm going to take you behind the curtain right now. I'm going to show you how I do this. I'm going to walk you through this. Again, I'm not selling it, but you can see the passion that we have. If you want to get this stuff from me every day and learn how do I do this, click the link below in the description and sign up for next Monday's boot camp. It's $195 for 14 days. And this is just a tiny sample of what I do every day. So now I'm going to walk you through. John's question was, if I game plan a certain amount of stocks and those stocks don't do anything that I expected them to do when the market opens, what am I supposed to do? Well, John, you got to level up. You got to go to the next level and be prepared if those stocks don't play out. Then you need a list of stocks that are bullish, a list of stocks that are bearish. Bullish order flow, bearish order flow. If the market opens and your stocks in play that you game plan for aren't in play, you need another list that says these bullish stocks are also bullish right now. And you have another list. These bearish stocks are also bearish right now, and the market is bearish. So you combine those things. So I'm going to show you how we do that in the game plan every day. And again, just so you understand, this is the research that I give everybody every night. I'm not even expecting you to do this. I am giving this to you every single night. I have a list of stocks. I have a game plan video of how to use those list of stocks. And now there's also this, which is this breakdown of ideas. So first we start out with sector rotation and then go into those stocks. Then we go into and we pull up a list of the top stocks that meet the criteria for the last week, the last month, change from the open, and change from the previous close. That's another list of stocks. So these are all bullish ideas. Then we go to stocks in play. Stock strong for April, stock strong for since Monday, stock strong for the last 2 weeks. Then you also create lists of stocks from the bigger picture, which is the NASDAQ, the SPY, and the Dow. It's your responsibility to run your trading business. You hired yourself as a money manager. Stop whining that there isn't opportunity. Stop whining that the game plan that you made is not unfolding. Go dig the money out. You want unlimited upside. You want everything that comes with the semi-retired lifestyle of being a trader. Stop complaining and start doing something different. If you're not getting the results that you want, watch this video one more time because I'm showing you and telling you what it takes to succeed and be prepared. If you're chasing price and you were a genius last year and now you feel like a whack-a-mole is hitting you in the head every day, it's because you're not prepared. Now, am I saying you're going to make money every day, every week? No, that's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is if you're not prepared, I can pretty much guarantee you, you're going to be frustrated and you're going to say trading doesn't work. Nobody makes money in trading. And you're going to be watching 5,000 YouTube videos, going every single YouTube person looking for the answer. You know where the answer is? There. And I'm going to show you a book. You want this book. Okay. Here. Dancing with Lions by Trader X. You can see the guy's name here, Trader X. And you see this image here? The kitten versus the lion. That's the difference between somebody who levels up and takes responsibility versus what they see in the mirror and think what they are. You need to start matching in the real world what you think you see in the mirror about how good you are as a trader. I got news for you. 2021 is done. Inflation's going through the roof. Interest rates are going up. You need to level up your game. And I just gave you, watch this video more than once. I covered a lot of advanced stuff right now. Advanced in the sense that you might not be doing it, but not complicated. It is simple. Once, I don't know if it guarantees, but I can guarantee you this. I can show you in 14 days exactly what to look at, how to track the smart money, how to read the tape, and how to understand what you're missing if you're frustrated right now. Nobody can guarantee you results, but I can guarantee you I'm going to show you what to look at. Then it's up to you, which takes me to the other point that I made yesterday. So if we go back to that coaching call here, right here, I challenged the person on the coaching call that maybe you need to be working harder. All of these points here, okay? I can't do this. I can't do that. I'm chasing. I'm hesitating. Wah, wah, wah. Stop crying. You know what the problem is? The problem is you're not putting enough time. Ask yourself right now, you want to run a side hustle and make money in the market? How much time are you putting into it? Are you reading Reddit and reading 5 minutes? Are you scrolling while you're on the bathroom on your phone and be like, oh, there's an article. I think I'll trade that stock tomorrow. That's not enough. You know what you need? You need to put at least a half an hour to an hour in this business because, again, you hired yourself to be a money manager. I'm telling you, I'm excited. I'm loud. I'm crazy because there's so much opportunity right now, especially on the day trading side of things. And we got a lot of people right now that are smart and just not getting it. And I hope that I am shaking you out of your I hate to use this, your laziness, and make you understand there's another level that you need to make a commitment to. And if you hired yourself and you're not making that extra commitment with a half an hour, best case scenario, you're devoting an hour. I have to be honest with you. I'm not going to tell you to be lazy. Best case scenario, 5 hours a week, the 5-hour work week, Sunday through Thursday night, to be prepared to trade Monday through Friday. I'm telling you, if you level up and ask better questions, you will be shocked at how much you advance. But if you just keep doing the same thing over and over again, it just means that you're not prepared. So I want to give you a screenshot of all this stuff right now so you can take a screenshot of it. So again, the first part we talked about there, we just ran through the day trading side of things. We talked about this, getting over paralysis by analysis, share size, trade frequency, percentage of capital at risk. The person that asked this question last night, the capital they risk per trade was such a big number. I was scared, actually. This is one that I want to talk about right now. Okay. How to instantly stop impulsive trades. So let me ask you a question right now. Do you take trades that are kind of spur of the moment? And how often do you do that? And we had a great question last night about how do I stop doing that? How do I prevent myself from taking these impulsive trades because I know I shouldn't take them, but I take them anyway? Here's the answer, and it will instantly stop you from taking bad trades, okay? You don't realize the cost of those trades until you look at your P&L. When you look at your brokerage statement, you log on, print it out, whatever you end up doing, you're like, didn't plan that, didn't plan that, didn't plan that, didn't plan that. Those are the trades that are stopping you from getting paid. You know how to make money when the market's good. It's those trades that have nothing to do with your trading plan, that weren't in your game plan, and you take them anyway. Those are the trades that are costing you and stopping you from going to the bank. So let's just put that in, wrap it in a nice bow. The trades you don't plan, the impulsive trades, are the reason you're not getting paid. Now, if you can admit that, do you need superhuman discipline or a trading coach? If you can look in the mirror, again, if you could look in the mirror and say, wow, those trades are costing me all the hard work. So if those are the reasons I'm not getting paid, stop. And like that, you stop, which gets to the other point. We had a question last night about not trading both sides of the market because you heard me now talking about trading Boeing long and short 2 days ago, trading Facebook long and short 2 days ago, probably end up doing the same thing with Amazon and Apple today. If you don't understand two-sided trading and you only want to, you're like, I went into the day, I want to be a buyer of this stock. Don't trade both sides of the market. If that's not what you plan to do, screw what other people are doing and trade your account. Trade the way you decided to trade the account. Stop watching what other people are doing, whether or not it doesn't jive with you and you just don't want to, or whether you don't understand how and when to read the market. Like I showed you 5 minutes ago. I showed you the market internals. I showed you the VIX, the TIX, the Dow, the SPY, and the NASDAQ. All of that, putting all of that together is building an argument for reading the tape. When you could read the tape back and forth, it doesn't matter if it's over an hour or if it's over a month, putting those pieces together, market breadth, market internal, the major indices, the sector rotation, tracking and piggybacking the smart money, and then following them, that's what real trading is. It's not about reading Reddit and seeing what the chatter is about. It's not watching CNBC. It's about making you the reason you make money because you're in charge of the outcome. And let's face it, you're here early in the morning. Isn't that what you want in the first place? You want control over the outcome. You don't want quantitative easing. While it was amazing and a credible bull market for a year and a half, you didn't have any control over that. You know how many people are reaching out to us right now saying, I'm getting hammered, lost $50,000, $100,000 since January started. Help me stop the bleeding. It's because you were not in control of that rally. Now the market has changed and you need to get a plan, and it's going to be like this for a while. So you need to make a decision. Watch this video again. Look at the questions I posted in there and ask yourself, look in the mirror. Again, I love this book, Dancing with Lions. Which person is looking in the mirror? Are you the kitten or are you the lion? Which person lives in the real world? If you're not getting the results you want right now, you have to level up what you're doing and ask better questions. I'd love to answer those questions for you, but you got to be in my boot camp. We spend sometimes 2.5 hours on those coaching calls. If you don't want to join the boot camp, it's fine. I understand that. $195 is a lot of money for some people. I am going to challenge you, whether it's here on YouTube, whether it's on social media. I'm going to challenge you that if you are complaining right now, you need to ask better questions. There is opportunity right now. Again, educational video. I'm not saying I make money every day. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying, this is amazing. The opportunity that is out there right now, especially on the active trading side of things, day trading, 3 to 5 day window. God, if you're ready, there is volatility and volume. There is money to be made right now. So let's actually work our way over here into the earnings today. We obviously talked about this at the beginning of the call. We're going to be looking at a bunch of Chinese stocks today. Baba, NEO, Billy, PDD, FUTU, JD. Talked about Meta yesterday, right? Again, big story with Meta. FB stock rallied hard after the announcement. Pretty low bar, but again, same exact news that came out with Snap last week, where the subscriber growth was slightly better than anticipated. They had the biggest decline in growth in profits in 10 years. And their Meta division is losing money hand over fist. I made it clear yesterday, I'm looking to trade actively FB stock, not looking to invest in it right now. Maybe some people bought the dip because it's now 50% lower than it was. I need to see a little bit more than what we saw yesterday. Okay. Working our way over here. Apple, again, now Apple's finally talking about possible supply constraints. This is the first time we've heard about it. That is a monstrous, monstrous number, $8 billion. Now, this is, again, remember every day we talk about expectations versus guidance. Expectations is backwards. Guidance is forward. So their revenue going backwards, awesome. The guidance going forward is that $9 billion hit. So you don't have perfect. So remember what I want to talk about here. We talk about this all the time. When you know what perfect is, you're not lost anymore. Then it's just degrees from perfect. This is far from a perfect Apple report. So less than perfect has got to alter how you plan to trade Apple, whether it's a day trade or a swing trade. Day trading is going to be heaven. Again, we'll have plenty of volatility back and forth, especially if you can read the tape. This is not fantastic news for the long run. $8 billion hit from supply constraints going forward. So remember, expectations versus guidance and growth. Okay. Going to move over to Amazon, which took a really, really big hit here as well. Stock could sink, but this part of the business could help fly shares again. So let's talk about Amazon, and let's talk about last report for Amazon, not yesterday. The last report, Amazon wasn't great either, but they had a big investment in Rivian stock, RIVN, that kind of bailed out what they were not making on the actual business side of things. Rivian is in the toilet right now. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's at all-time lows right now, or pretty darn close. Let me pull that up again. Just go out to, yeah, it's actually right near all-time lows. So Rivian did not bail them out this quarter. So what's going on now with Amazon? Well, obviously, they have Amazon Prime. They have their web services, their cloud services, which seems to be the biggest part of the company. And Amazon is scheduled to have a stock split coming up. If I'm not mistaken, it's in June, middle of June. I'm not 100% sure, but it's definitely coming up. So was this a perfect report for you to get in there and say, wow, I can't wait to get in there and buy Amazon on this dip. It's awesome. I'm getting this company at better prices. Get a little bit more feedback than just yesterday, because yesterday's report was not good. Dig in a little bit more. This is why sometimes you see stocks have a reaction 2 or 3 days later. All of that data gets crunched. So Amazon, Apple, FB, I keep saying Facebook, Meta Platform stock, going to be actively trading. And one other one that perked up a lot yesterday that we're going to be trading, and we have been trading, is PayPal. PayPal actually perked up pretty good yesterday. Obviously, the stock has taken a beating, but the price action in PayPal yesterday, that was fantastic. 85 to 93, $8 move in the middle of the day. So again, if this happens, then I plan to do this. If this happens, then I plan to do this. Work the keyboard, work the keyboard, work the keyboard. I actually mentioned yesterday that if you're day trading and you're not wearing out a keyboard by wiping those numbers, the letters off the keyboard every 3 months, you're not working your keyboard hard enough. That's an old prop trading saying, but it's absolutely the truth. All right. Somebody asked about Elliott Wave, I believe it was. I don't use Elliott Wave. I did way back in the day. I don't do that anymore. I find it to be too subjective. I think there was one other question in here. I can't find it. Oh, actually, Allison, thank you for that. I appreciate that. Yeah, profit maximizer that we teach has been a big part of trading. So again, just to recap, absolutely trading these stocks that have come up with earnings. I'm not looking to buy any of them long-term as an investment. PayPal, I'm looking for follow-through today. But the big story, again, if you missed it, from an active trading perspective, probably over the shorter period of time right now, is the Chinese stocks are starting to catch a bid this morning coming off of this news. And like I said, take a look here. You'll see a big list if you want to snapshot that. A lot of these stocks are the Chinese stocks, and the percentages that they're up are pretty good this morning. So there's a lot going on right now. So again, I know we have a bunch of people in here that were in our boot camp. I'm so grateful to have you in there, Scott. I know you've been in there with us. This is the kind of passion that we bring to the market every day. If you're confused right now and you just, hopefully you're not financially getting beat up, but if you are, definitely reach out to our support team. That email is below there. Learn about what the boot camp is about. Even if we just show you what not to do and how to hang on to some of that capital and make smarter decisions, that's awesome. But if we take it to the other side and actually show you how to be on the right side and piggyback the smart money, this is just a small sample. And I think everybody who's on the call right now understand. I get pretty fired up because I care that deeply about whether or not you're getting it. And there's a lot of smart people that are making it too complicated. And when you boil it down, is following the smart money. It's really that easy. It's order flow, tape reading, and going near the optimal entry. So if you have to watch, I'm out of breath. If you have to watch this one more time, we covered a lot of stuff from stock ideas to day trading, all the way down to the Chinese stocks that are getting a really nice bid. So look, it's Friday. Let's have an awesome, awesome finish to the week. It's also the end of the month. Let's finish up strong today. Let's have discipline. Let's trade with focus. And let's head into the weekend with a big smile on our face because we traded well today. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. Have an awesome day. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't done so. And if you found some value here, do me a favor and hit that like button too. I'd really appreciate it. Take care now, everybody. Have an awesome weekend as well.